Well, hello. Welcome back to the channel. This is Kalan, the painting piper. Glad you could join me. There is no one single right way to pack a pipe. However, there is a what works for you way to pack a pipe. For me, folding stuff just slows everything down and allows me to truly enjoy the goodness of the flakes. And I would argue that it's the number one way to really allow the tobacco to speak for itself. So in this video, I want to talk about my favorite method for packing flake tobacco folding stuff. Let's get it. There are countless methods and ways to pack your pipe, and there are countless videos right here on YouTube, and many of these videos go through the whole array of how to prepare and pack tobacco, whether it be ribbon form, ready rubbed, flake, plugs, cakes, and so forth and so on. However, when I look specifically for flake tobacco, many of the videos just say the same thing. It's very simple and it's very basic. Just you can fold and stuff, you can rub them out, and you can do that. There you go. There's not any real in-depth showing and telling. And for some reason, it seems that the end consensus is always, when it comes to flakes, rubbing them out and enjoying them that way. Many people find it, even the person in the video speaking themselves, that folding stuff really doesn't give them the experience they would hope for or would like. It's very difficult for them to either keep the tobacco lit or just be able to enjoy it and so forth. And for those of you who have been hanging out with me for some time, you know that I do not promote or advocate for rubbing out flakes at all. Sacrilege. So in the spirit of keeping it real, I'm going to keep it simple and practical. So I'm going to throw these gloves on. No, they are not latex. So I'm putting them on because I like the visuals of the gloves, and also I believe you can better see when I put the tobacco in my hand what I'm actually doing and how it actually looks. So I have two pipes here. I have my favorite Lovet here, or Lavat, awesome pipe. And I also have one of my favorite bent pipes here. This is a Forsetti. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pipe, and I love that translucent stem. And the tobaccos today are wessexburleyslice, without a doubt my favorite burley flake. And to add a little bit of interest and control into this, I have chosen sunbearnavycask. Not only did they case this tobacco, but it's also topped. And so that extra topping, makes the tobacco a little more wet. And again, no dry time. I'm just going to take it straight out of here and put it in the pipe, okay? Right now I'm going to bring in the overhead camera shot so you can actually see what's going on. We'll start with the Wessex, and I will put the Wessex in the Forsetti. And yeah, let's get to it. So I'll get this stuff out of the way here. Put you over here, put you right there, my friend. Open up the Wessex. The camera, it'll be the upper. So what I'm going to do, it's a lot easier to, just get you a flake out of here, like so. I think I've got two here. Put this in for the camera to see, hopefully the up camera can see that. So I've got two flakes here from this Wessex. And so what I like to do is to put it like this sometimes and fold it over on top of itself. So just fold it over the long way and then fold it on top of itself like this. Okay, fold it like that. So fold it over and then fold it over the long way, then fold it over like so. So when we put this inside of the pipe, we're going to think of it as the folded end being the face and the end that got folded as the booty. So we're going to put it inside the pipe, face down, booty up, straight like that. So we're going to take it and just put it in there, as so, like so, and push it on in there. And in this method, like this, you want the pipe to be snug, okay? I know that we are used to being told you want to have a very good draw or a good draw. But with this, with flakes, you don't need a phenomenal draw. You don't need a good draw. You just need an okay draw. If you have a phenomenal draw, what is a phenomenal draw for you? It's too loose. So you're going to need to make sure that you pack it snug. That was 2 slices on top of each other, folded long way in half, and then folded over on itself. Now let's check the draw. That's it. That's it. Now I'm going to use this soft flame from this beautiful lighter. Thank you, Jeffrey. Out the gate, the very first light is the most important light, and you only need one. Yes, you do not need a charring light, then a tamp down, and a true lighting, as we often hear and are told. No, because to get the flake tobacco to really do what it needs to do to give you that nice, slow, cool burn, you need to put a lot of heat to this tobacco. Now, you also do not want to put the flame directly on the tobacco. You think of this as smoking a meat protein, right? You want to use indirect heat. So you have your main heat source, the flame, but what you're doing is just drawing enough to bring the heat from the flame onto the tobacco. And that will give you what you need to then tamp down when it's time to tamp. And after that, you are home free. Let's get it. Yes, yes, okay. And so you just want to keep drawing, let that tobacco cook. Man, this is good stuff. Let me close this up. Okay. Okay. So it's going to take a few times to get it to where you can feel everything, sense everything, and know where you're at, right? Okay, now it's time to tamp. And what I want to do is to take my tamper, and as I'm tamping, drawing, and pushing everything into the center. Mm-hmm. And guys, that's all she wrote. That is all she wrote. Slow roll it. That's all you have to do from here on. Slow roll it. Yes. Now, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to move on and demonstrate with the Navy cask, okay? And we're going to do pretty much the exact same thing, even though the Navy cask is a broken flake and is not as uniformly beautiful as the Wessex or, other flakes of this nature. Let's take some out. Just reach in here, grab some. That might be too much. Okay, that should be a good amount. That should be a good amount. Close it back up. Now, even though this is a broken flake, we're going to treat it the same way. We're just going to line it up. Put it in my hand. Oh. Throw it in there. You see that? Stack it. Line it up, stack it, and fold it and do the exact same fold. Fold it on top of itself like that. Okay. Now that little breakage, we're not going to be too concerned about all that, but yeah, same thing. Face down, you get it. Oh, a little bit. Put it in there. Now let's grab that, put that stuff on top there too, right? And again, you want snug. Could probably put another good little bit in there, but you get it. All right, check the drawer. Oh yeah, that's it. That's it, snug. You don't want the flame directly on the tobacco. Just bring the heat in. Oh, it's already got a good. Okay, yeah, we're getting there, we're getting there. It's a little bit deeper in the bowl than that was, so just a little bit. But again, take the time. Just heat that tobacco up. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, yep, yep. When it's time to tamp, when it's going nicely, take your tamper, same thing. On the edge, into the middle. On the edge, into the middle, on the edge, in the middle, all the way around. Draw in when you're pushing down. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. From here, you're good to go. Just let it slow roll. They did a good job with the Navy cast. There's no fronting for me on that. They did a good job with this Navy cast. It is just very nice. I truly hope this has helped someone who has been struggling with fold and stuff. It is not that difficult. Again, when you're first trying something, it takes a little bit of a learning curve, getting the heat right, doing that things, getting the tamp down. But once you have it, you have it. And I know it goes against what we constantly hear about, don't pack too tight. Well, you need to pack this tightly. And it doesn't matter if it's in a levade, a straight billiard, or, well, as you have seen, or even a bent. The process is the same and the outcome will be the same. Yeah. And you just slow roll. Get that pack right, nice and snug, and put some heat to that booty. It's that simple. Let's go back to this. It's been sitting for a nice little bit of time now. It's definitely gone out. Definitely gone out. So all I'm going to do is, again, just real quick like, and a quick passing over it. We're back in business. Yep, folding stuff is the number one way to go for me. And I hope that if you haven't had any success, this will help you. Catch you in the next one, guys. Peace.